Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to Dawn Spiritual Guidance. It's your girl Dawn, and we got a message for you. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Welcome to your timeless collective message. Okay. All right, Holy Spirit. What does the collective need to know, see, and or hear? Okay, so we are confused. What did I do wrong? I don't know what I did or how to fix it. So confused is in reverse here. So someone is playing like they're confused, but they're really not confused. They just don't want to own up to what they did. Is what I'm picking up here. Or you don't. Flip the energies as you see fit. Put yourself on the side of the story as you see fit. Okay. Why don't they want to admit to what they did? New love, air sign, okay? Whether that's like their sun sign or, somewhere in their chart or they're in the energy of it, or you. Intelligent, communicates, smart, creative, generous, sociable thinkers. They want to have another chance. They want to have another chance with you. So wouldn't that be a reason to want to confess? Okay. So they don't want to do this because they confess, because if they feel like they confess, you would be hurt from it and you wouldn't want to be with them. Because that's what they want. They want another chance. And if they told you the truth, they feel like you wouldn't want them more than you wouldn't want them. So they don't want to ruin any chances of you possibly still wanting them. Exciting times. And I'm being guided to leave it in reverse here. Yeah, unfinished business. So whoever's on whatever side of the story, okay? Some of you guys, you could have felt like you had some good times, right? And it's like, you were there feeling like, there's unfinished business here. Maybe somebody didn't get closure, okay? But somewhere in between, this energy stopped making you happy. Things became, not fun anymore, okay? Where things wasn't exciting. They weren't making you happy, or vice versa. Okay, all right. Yep, see, look at this. I want a second chance with you to show you I can be the one for you. So that's going to be your prerogative. You make your own decisions, free will here. What's this, Holy Spirit? Okay, so there's money issues here. I want to take you out, but I can't right now. Okay, so, and they're heartbroken over that. So not only do they want a new chance with you, they're having some money issues as well, which, don't get it twisted, money isn't everything. And don't get me wrong, if you're one of those type of people who only pay attention to what somebody has in their pockets, you're going to get swindled every time. Because what tends to happen to people who only pay attention to those with money, sometimes, more times than not, you get fucked over. Okay? Because you're not paying attention to, if you're going to pay attention to their pockets, I'm not saying don't pay attention to their pockets, right? But if you're going to pay attention to their pockets, pay attention to their morality, their ability to have integrity, the content of their character. Where is God in their life, right? They ain't got to be perfect. Hell, I'm not perfect, right? But that's also could have been a thing here. There could have been certain points where it's like, maybe you didn't notice and this energy kind of just treated you any type of way because of what they had. you know, or this was what you did to someone. Flip the energies as you see fit. Put yourself on the side of the story as you see fit. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. If you want to book a personal reading, feel free to do so via the website link in the description box. Okay, and also feel free to subscribe to our other YouTube channel, Billy Goes Prophetic Vessel. That link is also in the description box too. Okay, so yeah, so you felt like this energy ghosted you, like, you know, without notice, no call or no text, or, you know, this could be how they feel about you here. Okay, and maybe there was some confusion at first around, you know, why this happened. And you know, now there's some sort of clarity, like, oh, it's because of my shitty actions, or oh, if the other one ghosted, you know, some of you guys still could have found out. Because here's the thing, you know, especially if you're watching readings, you could have found out what they've been doing or what they've done behind your back, and found out like, hey, yeah, you ghosted, but also that was a blessing in disguise. Okay, so for some of you, look at that, still heartbreak. So for some of you guys, be mindful, because they want a second chance, because they need help. They need help. Yeah. Oh, and they want you to open up your access to them. Okay, or this is what you want. Flip the energies as you see fit. Put yourself on the side of the story as you see fit. Vacation is in reverse. Okay, so they wouldn't be able to take you anywhere. You guys wouldn't be able. And again, listen, I am well aware and I understand that there are people who meet each other and they are in the trenches. Okay. And not because they not rich in spirit and stuff like that. Okay, you can't judge a book by its cover. You can literally, you can have somebody that's serving some sort of karmic debt for their family, and, you know, maybe a little for themselves, and they could be a janitor, or they could have a bottom of the barrel, quote unquote, type job, as some people like to call it. But they really got more, more value than the president of the United States, as an example, right? But just because you see them mopping the floor, you want to make that kind of judgment that of their value. So somebody misjudged your value and they missed out on you. Okay, and they also could have been misjudged you because of, I'm hearing, how you appeared, how you showed up. Like, if this energy was very materialistic, but they weren't seeing Louis, Gucci, Chanel, right, Prada, they weren't seeing, you know, you pulling out a stack of cash, you know, what's up, you know, like this. Depending on what kind of path God has you on, you may or you may not be able to do that, depending upon the path you're on, the mission and assignment you're on for that season. Okay, and don't get it twisted. Some people may not just have that, because again, depending upon that, or whatever, you know, you serving for your bloodline, or you could have literally just been shit in your past life, so you serving out some sort of poverty for a quick second in this lifetime. Whatever the case is, you can't always judge people based off what they have and what they don't have, because those things can just be illusions. Just because a person has a lot don't mean they have the healing necessary to provide you with the love you want, with the commitment you want, with the consistency you want and desire and deserve. Okay, just because somebody got the money and they can spend it, and it don't mean, right, because somebody can love you better and they can do you and they can treat you better, you know, if they a janitor or whatever the case may be, because they have a good content of character, they have a good heart, right, they have God in their life, and they're willing to push forward, and you can make bank with that. Sometimes all they may need is a little push or a little something, right? But somebody basically, it's given like they were very shallow here. Okay, somebody was really shallow, and what ended up happening is that this energy lost their position in your life because of how they mistreated you, or this is what's about to happen, depending upon what side of the story you're on here. Okay, and because of how they mistreated you, and in some cases how they also mistreated others, and this could be you, flip energies as you see fit, this is also why they're experiencing some financial issues where they can't even treat themselves to really anything the way that they would like, because this is their karma. So now they want to come back. I just thought of a Tyler Perry movie. Remember that movie? I forget, but it's been so many Madea movies. I'm sorry, I can't remember what this one is called. But it's with Kimberly Elise in it. Okay, it has Kimberly Elise in it, and Charles, the character, the one that played the character Charles, and they were living together at the beginning of the movie, right? If you haven't seen it, I'm so sorry. They were living with each other at the beginning of the movie, but he was treating her so bad, like bad. Okay, and mind you, again, they were married, they were in a union. He went and started cheating on her, and moved the other girl in, dragged her out, right? Just all wrongfully, okay? All right. So basically, she had to go throughout the movie. You know, she's picking herself up. She meets someone new, and that one is actually for her, who can provide her with the love and the care and the consistency and the commitment that she desires and deserves, and the loyalty, right? Right. Got God in their life, all the rest of that, right? Right. Okay. Well, the one who was her actual husband at first, the one who, you know, cheated and took her kindness for granted, took advantage of her, mistreated her, didn't value or appreciate her, right? Well, what happened to him? He ended up being paralyzed from the waist down. And the little scallywag that he cheated on his wife with left him because she was only there for his money. Because remember, he was rich. He had it. They had a lavish home in that movie. Big, beautiful, inside and out. If you know, you know. Okay? Baby. When he dragged his wife out, she had nothing. She had to start all the way from the bottom. And the one that he poured into and gave everything to, that he really should have gave his wife, she ended up leaving him. And who ended up helping him? He needed help, right? His ex-wife ended up helping him. And because of her level up and everything, then he wanted to start working things out. He wanted a second chance. And a side note, please understand that yes, change does happen, transformations do happen. And in some cases, there are those that do get their lives together. It's been maybe about a year or two later, you come back and you know, you can actually give things a second try and it'll work out. Right? But typically you don't usually do that with someone that you have this they done put your hands on you, they done dragged your name through the mud, you know, not that type of bridge that have been burned with, you know. There are other cases like that, but deep cases like this, baby. So in this case, yes, she helped him, but she didn't stay with him. Like, she went and she got with the dude that did right by her the first time. The first time. Not perfect. He got flaws. Did right by her the first time. Okay? So that's for some of you guys. You need to be with somebody who do you right the first time. Now, I do understand that there are some people who are a part of other people's purposes. So that's going to have to be, you know, a you and God thing. Okay? Where you take that to God and you ask God, like, okay, what is this dealing with my purpose, mission, what's going on? Okay, you know. But outside of that, new person, okay? Yeah. But that's why they finished like unfinished business. But they weren't finished, like they weren't feeling like this before when they were doing what they were doing, right? See, Charles in that movie, going back to the Madea movie, Charles didn't want a second chance from Kimberly Elise. I can't remember her character's name in that movie. But he didn't want a second chance from her until he became paralyzed, unable to move, unable to be independent himself in the way that he was used to. Whoever mistreated you, and I don't care if it was a platonic love, family, a friend that you care about, they're going to be going through it, unable to really do things for themselves how they were used to because of how they mistreated you and others. Okay? And you can take this back to God. We've gotten other readings where God is saying, don't help them. Give it to God. And God will let you know maybe later on in life if it's okay, if they've actually made a change. Okay? But God don't want you to help. Because they only have this energy towards you because they want something from you. The same energy they had last time when they screwed you over. Remember, learn the lesson, apply the wisdom. Make different mistakes that serve as stepping stones for learning lessons to apply as more wisdom. Okay? Yeah. So, you know, they could be working a lot, or you know, to try to, you know, overcome this, okay? Yeah, they've been working overtime. I'm hearing to try to get you back, okay? Trying to get you back, trying to figure things out, how to get out of this karma, how to get out these consequences, how to get you back. If they do right by you, if they're under your covering, you know, or good nature, can they be spared? See, very soon in reverse. It's not happening anytime soon because instead of running away, someone has to pay everything back that they've done. And someone is not getting it. So somebody's trying to like running. But they running not from the ops. They running from the consequences of their actions. Which, you know, is not the easiest taking accountability for your actions, right? I mean, hey, I wasn't always like this myself, right? So you have to grow into it. But again, this energy hasn't been on a healing journey and they don't see a need to be on a healing journey. And that's the issue, right? And then wondering why you don't want to be around it, but they can't see their maliciousness to how they treat you, or they do see and they don't care and they get off on it, which is even more of a reason to stay away from this energy. But because God has them paying the consequences of their actions and they trying to be shielded and nurtured through it and loved through it, I'm hearing no. I'm hearing no. You went through this shit by yourself. You went through it alone. You got through it alone. But of course you had God and your spirit team. But I'm talking about physically. They got to go through it too and come out on the other side. If they come out on the other side, God approving. If they don't, let's start over. Because the type of stuff that God's going to allow them to go through, if they come out on the other side, baby, they're going to be some of the most best servants they have ever been to God, let alone known to man. Okay? Yeah, because they find you as marriage material, or they just find you to be a good confidant to them if this is platonic, you know. But the thing is that they didn't think about this before they did what they did, right? So, yeah, they want you to unlock your heart, but your heart is locked because they didn't do right by it when they had it, in whatever form, friend, family, lovers, situationship, you know, boundaries got to be respected and they disrespected. So that's what I got for you guys. Thank you all for your love and support here. It is truly, truly appreciated. And always remember, you make your own decisions. Peace out. Deuces.